Hello and welcome back to the channel and another new course, and this one is Combe Point, and in fact it's a double header. So today we're going to play the championship course, and then there's a second course, the Donard Links, which is more a shorter kind of sister course to this one, but still a solid 18-hole course. Now this course has been in the works for some time. I've obviously had the game for a little while, and this was one I was actually hoping to release a lot sooner than I eventually have done, and I'll talk through the various reasons for that. But for now, we're just going to pop some winds on. So we'll go high, southeast, no particular rhyme or reason. But I think the course plays pretty well with high winds. And we're just going to leap in and give it a go. So this, as I say, is a course that I've had in the works for quite some time. And this was based back when we had all of that lovely free autogen grass in the beta that I'm hoping they still bring back for us at some point. Let's just pop John on and the various sounds, because I think with the tournament atmosphere and crowds, etc., that just adds a little bit more to this. First of all, we'll just give you a little bit of a look as to what you've got. So this one is based heavily on Royal County Down in Northern Ireland, which is an amazing course that if you don't know it, drop everything and go and look at it. And it features a lot of things that I love, like really bold links golf. It has probably the best opening nine in golf, if not kind of all the way up to 13 or so. The front nine and start of the back are just phenomenal. It plays through these amazing dunes, and like there's just some absolutely all world holes. And I kind of wanted to recreate that, and then thought it would be cool to put some crowds on it because it feels like it's got that kind of grandeur that you could put to it. At a certain point, though, I also didn't want to just have tree line down the other side, and I didn't want to have empty dunes. And so the second course was born. So that now also exists, really, kind of just because I didn't like the way it would have looked with trees. We're right on the coast, and we've had so late on we went to the Highlands backdrop because, long story short, in the beta, Tempera had this amazing autogen grass, kind of similar to what Highlands, Autumn now has, but imagine even more dense. So I used that and built this course around it. And then when we got the full game, found out that it had all gone and nobody had told us about it. So we're hoping to get that reinstated. But this course lay dormant for a couple of weeks, maybe a bit longer, until I could really face just going and replanting the lot of it, and just lots of tedious moving grass around from different places. And so it's not as fully fleshed out as it once was. You can see some bits of patchiness, but I think I've done pretty well and really been as efficient as I could be with the meter. The plus side with the Highlands is this backdrop is just perfect for what I would have wanted, and I think works really nicely. So yeah, lots of golf to play. It's not meant like by championship. It's not major difficulty, but I think it gives that sort of environment and feel. So we basically head out towards the coast, loop back inside, and then kind of finish up sort of down that way as well. We leap back to the first tee and just give it a play. So with this, we are going straight downwind, which means this comes a very eagleable hole. I did try to off and to the right a little bit. Not ideal. Do.
All right,
Okay,
first cut.
we
Let's
can
do
play
this.
from there. 243 in. I mean, it does mean that we're landing sort of between the bunkers if we want to get home. I think it's okay. 5 might be not enough, but I'd rather be sure, I think. Pretty good shot.
This might not be
Get
enough out of the
left a
rough.
touch. Oh, I think it would have been perfect had it been left. Okay.
This is our third shot.
Complete around without hitting the stroke limit. I think, I would hope that's doable. Okay, let's play a little spinner. So this green, I mean, the first hole very inspired by the first at Royal County Down. Um, kind of just liked that as an opener. Oh, that's a terrible shot. And one of the things that's slightly different, I think, with County Down to a lot of links courses is you have greens that are a bit more propped up than on others. Often links courses, you think greens very flat to the ground.
Oh, the chip goes
Royal County
wide
Down does not
there.
necessarily always do
This
that,
one's for par.
which is cool. Anything that does different things is quite nice. Anyway, solid par to open up.
You are currently sitting right at even par.
And so the second one, we play this blind tee shot, and then the approach shot is one of my favourite looks on the course. Just worked out really nicely.
A par 4. Let's go.
And yeah, the vast majority of this grass is not autogen and was planted, which was frustrating once, ultra frustrating doing it again. But yeah, as a result, I've no doubt missed some things in this course that I would have liked to have changed. Stay on. Oh, it got a good kick. Okay, we can live with that.
Just sneaks into that first cut of rough.
But yeah, having spent a lot of time recently just shuffling a little piece of grass one by one, I have no doubt there is stuff that I missed because I was focused on that so much. But hey ho, it's near the start of the game cycle. It's just good to have some courses out, right? Really cool view over that bay.
This is a very, very long putt, but I have confidence in you. And this one's going
Didn't really get to show off that view into the second, but you can play it for yourselves, I'm sure.
We'll get the next one to go. This putt's about 4 feet.
And at this point, my golfer is leveled up to, I want to say 97. He's pretty high up. Still a greenskeeper,
Okay, even par at
having
the
got
moment.
that skill unlocked. Maybe there's better ways to play it, but I enjoy how he is like leveled and distances and what have you.
Wind is blowing left to right.
Okay, left to right. Don't want to go long. I think that would be about right. Just hit it over this bunker. Perhaps weirdly with this course, I don't know if I do this often, but I think I built pretty much all of the par threes first. Partly because I wanted to see how the planting looks before I committed to the idea, and it's easier for me to do that on par threes than anything else because you have to fill less space. But also just had some really nice ideas I felt for them very early on. This one loosely based on 10 at Royal County Down, but very loose. So we hit our second par 5 of the front 9. And this one, you'll notice if you head to the overhead, there are actually some further back tee boxes. I thought about future-proofing this course a little bit more because we think it's going to say, you can see on 5, there's one back there as well. But with this hole, even though it's par 5, I thought it played so much better from this tee box because the other one, you're basically hitting driver to here and you're never reaching the bunkers, whereas here, now I start going, well, I reckon I can get there in 2 or 3 wood. Pretty good. And that takes that long bunker, I think, out of play. Still scooting on down though. As you can see, it plays very firm and fast, as the links course should. We get a nice pin with this. I think 4 iron might be the club. Good swing. Pound on up. There we go. Just needs to get over that little rise.
Look at you go. Next putt for eagle.
You can see how close it was.
Down to 2 under. A downhill putt here goes to the right as well, I think. Looking good so far. It's still
Eagle putt though, can't complain. Oh, and there it is.
And the putt goes
And that is why we've got a greenskeeper. Just nice not having my putting being terrible. Yeah, we'll see a replay of that. Nothing too special, but they've done a good amount of work with the replay cameras. Even like, I know you can do the custom ones, but like the default ones are pretty good.
And after that, you'll go down to 2 under par.
The 5 now just works back the other way. Originally, my routing 4 and 5 were like the last little piece to fall into place. They're originally reversed, so 4 kind of played up where this fifth fairway is now, and vice versa. And it just ended up so much better this way round. This hole is awkward. Because it's a long approach, and if you leave it up there, if you hit down here, you may not end up on the fairway. We're going to lay up. That's okay. Just prioritize fairway. That is, if not position A1, it's like definitely B1. Does leave a long approach in 185 and then perched over that bunker. Down 18. It's a little bit off a 5 iron. Oh, pushed it.
The approach heading right.
Now we're going to have a horrible chip up.
A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though.
Okay. Well, this is not where we need to be. Can't do much better. Needs to sit. Yeah, it's just about done it. Had to play a little further left just because if it's going anywhere near that red slope, it's gone. Favourite bunker on the course, that little one.
Oh.
Smashed it through.
To the cup.
I'll come back though.
Gonna put you up to 1 under par.
1 under's okay. You now get to 6, which is, I want to say, definitely the longest par 4 on the course. Although with this pin, there may be another one that plays a little longer. Definitely going to feel all of its length today. We've missed a fairway.
Land in the fairway. Could head into the rough though.
It's going to be problematic.
All right, setting up here deep in the spinach.
If we can get over, great. Oh, and swinging the opposite way, just I can never hit that swing. The moment my swing axis tilts, I'm just dead in this game.
Spinachy for my liking.
I heard the word spinach from John twice already, which is not usually a good sign. That felt okay. Oh, it took a giant kick. That was not okay.
And this will save your par. This one's breaking left to right.
Something like that.
Here. Ooh, still looking good. Oh,
nah, it's a miss.
Oh,
I mean, the usual with a long par 4, very receptive green. You can bounce it in from the left. Just basically don't go right.
That one goes down, and that's for a bogey. And back-to-back bogeys.
Oh, it's all evaporated.
Even par currently.
Short par 4 7th though, so chance to take a shot back. You can drive this. You'd be kind of mad to take it on, but you can. And then small, pretty severely contoured green. Let's hit a 2 iron somewhere down. That was nice.
You made good contact.
You open up the green a little bit more from the right-hand side as well. Right, 121. That's going to stall, I think. We'll try. Heel off just a tap. That's a nice shot. Don't spin too much. And you get the clubhouse in the background, which is what the meter allowed me to do.
Yikes. Nope, par putt. And that will do.
Okay, I think I have
And you're at even par.
managed to set myself the hardest possible combination for this hole by accident.
And the wind is picked
Yeah,
up. We
we're
got the
downwind.
tailwind to deal with.
Great. The tailwind into this, which means we're playing a partial 9-iron of sorts. Just landing it somewhere on the front of the green is all I was after. Right, this is a pin I'm not messing with.
Is a super long putt. No two ways around it.
It doesn't look
Let's see how you do.
too devastating, but you miss that thing long or short, and it's just you can start playing pinball pretty quickly. But yeah, another one of the holes that I did very first on this course. I always really liked this par 3. Just had a nice idea for the green. Again, loosely based off, I want to say, the 7th at County Down. But yeah, and drew from Shinnecock's 11th, among other things. Very, there's some fun holes to draw from. And then this one, those of you who know County Down would recognise the 9th. When I was building the plot, I really wanted this kind of big ridge to come into place somehow. The 9th at County Down drives over it, and then you play from down at the bottom. I thought it was much more fun and a little bit unique to have the approach shot playing from up here. Kick in. There we go.
We're setting up quite a bit above this green. We might need a little less club.
Okay. 4-iron's probably good. It's leaking just a bit. That's okay.
Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach.
Got an uphill putt.
1 under par if you can sink this. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. So far, so good. Looking very good.
Oh, thought I had it. Still.
All right, here's the
Take a par on that. Another long par 4. Still even. It's not the longest course. I mean, it's a shade over 7,000 yards. But par 70, so that always factors in. And it's also how you get to par 70, right? So like 5 par 3s. Always going to play tougher. Like, what would you rather play, a 200-yard par 3 or a 300-yard par 4? Like, there's no contest, right?
Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff.
Oh, I am missing a lot of fairways. The idea with this one was always to have a skyline green. And then kind of the blind tee shot actually came second on this hole. It was just a case of moving the tee back, and that's eventually where we found it.
Okay.
And we're not doing well. Let's do a little tie spinner. Second least favourite shot in the game.
Oh my goodness, you might get this to go.
That'll do.
Tap this one in and let's move
Super flop. Super flop or
currently
pick.
sitting at
Probably
even
pick
par.
least favourite at the moment. Anyway, 11 is kind of the postcard hole, I would say. Although there's a couple that might vie for that. This one based on the 4th at County Down. That's at the other end of the property on that course, but I always wanted one of those big reveal moments where you get up to the highest point and then suddenly stare down at this long par 3 with tabletop green, which just doesn't feel fair. Right, I think a 5-iron is all I need. Oh, and it's a good shot. Bounce straight for me. Did.
Good job. We're on the green. All right, this one is about 22 feet out.
Oh, it deserved a birdie. Have that tee shot. Oh. Par on that as always. Something we'll take and run. Well, for that green that was surrounded by bunkers, I thought I'd give you one where the tee shot was more the challenge. And actually, you could be laying up with 4-iron, and that's not a bad call. The idea with that, for me, is just take out all the bunkers. 2-iron potentially brings the one in front of us into play. Whereas here I'm, what, getting
hitting into an elevated green here.
7-iron, maybe a little bit less given the wind. It's from a fairway that runs
Maybe we can
pretty severely left to right as well, so
approach shot worked out just
I would
fine.
take this putt 9 times out of 10. Takes a lot of the trouble out of play.
An uphill putt, moving right to left. Oh, this one's looking okay.
No, they overread that one. Oh.
Didn't drop. Fantastic putt.
Let's just haven't gone.
And after that one, even par is your score. All right, let's see what we can do here.
13. You are just hitting over some dunes. Now, as you'll see from here, if you're playing it without the camera, you can go anywhere down this side. But there are some sand scrapes because, annoyingly, the dunes play like they're rock solid in this game.
That swing was to die.
I wanted something to catch shots into the wind or that get held up a little bit more. As it is, they're not an issue. 357, 80.
And this one's around 140 yards to the pin.
So yeah, that 499 yards to nothing. But I did want this course to play. Kind of, the plan was for it to play good with the beginner default dude. I think it plays more fun with that guy, and for a higher level.
Nice shot. That'll do.
Will do, John.
And this putt would take you down to 1 under. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Oh, this one's
missed one.
Good so far.
Again, missed short, long, every which way.
Moving along. Let's see what the scorecard says.
Okay, got 5 more holes to do something. We start with the shortest par 3 on the course. Just nasty little green.
That wind is going right.
As you can see, there's that giant false front over on this side. You don't want to be having any part of. Okay, we are trying to feather one in here and judge the side wind. That needs the wind to hit it.
This is leaning to the right. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time.
That's okay.
All right, here's our second shot.
Pretty close,
on the
but
14th.
Not close enough.
Here. Nice chip. Okay, and this one to save.
Still, there are many worse places to miss, and simple up and down. Making our way back down the coast now from the very far end. You do have the other, which loop up and round. And you'll see there's some holes the other side of this that are part of the second course. There you go, give that a play. It's like, it's a bit different. I'm not meant to ever be hosting championship golf style events. It's just quirky and interesting. Oof.
Oh, no good.
Was no good. Okay. We're still just trying to hit something down there. It's been a while having played this now, and I haven't really commented on the mow pattern. So this was one of the things that I realised we could do pretty early on with the build. And this is all done via surface weathering. Do check that tutorial if you're interested in finding out how that works, because I did a bit more of a breakdown of that there. But you have to make some pretty big compromises and kind of structure your course around wanting to do that mow pattern.
Let's see how you do here. We have a
I was really happy with how it came out. I think it makes the look really pop.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
It drops. Well done. Fantastic.
Quite straightforward putt, if I'm honest, but Just long.
That's going to bring it down to 1 under par.
We have a potentially drivable hole here, although we're into the wind, so it's not really happening.
And a heads up, we got a headwind to deal with.
No. Might get somewhere there. Just put something up there. See what happens. Don't kick left.
Whoops.
Not disastrous, but
second shot on the 16th.
Not great either. I don't think flop is the one. What chip is I play it. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it's gone. I think I was kind of ending up here regardless, or the other side.
Setting up in the green side rough.
At least this way I'm not short-sided. A little bit of a backstop, come back. No, it didn't.
Is 9 feet away.
Yeesh.
I think this is gonna go
Not played this hole particularly well. Got away with it.
And after that one, you sit at 1 under par.
Still 1 under. We can cling on to this. So 17 was another one that moved pretty late on.
Okay, the hole is 17.
I say late on, like this was months ago, but in my head this was quite a late change, and really liked the semi-hidden green as something a bit different. Yeah, that lean is very much mirroring what I'm doing. Safely on the green. I always liked the idea of the blind Dell hole at La Hinch, but not the like fully blind aspect as much. I just didn't think that would work necessarily as well in a video game, but this felt like a cool halfway. Terrible putt. Now we finish with one last blind tee shot. Royal Cast Down features tons of them, so thought I'd do a little bit of this. And what I think is a really cool closing hole. It's like it's a little bit different to what I'd normally do. Really kind of buys into the green complex and bunkers down the left. Slightly opens it up. But the green itself just has this massive pit down on the right hand side. Loosely inspired by Hunter Coombs' 4th, I think it is. And then just did some stuff on the rest of it. So there's like kind of a lower part here. That's your high bit, and then it falls away to the back right, back left as well. Right, 4 iron. Needs to get in a little bit, but it's not bad. There are worse shots.
Good luck here. I would love to see you sink this one. It's a big one.
Big gallery watching you. See if you can hold one more. Oh.
Right by. From there, fine effort.
Still, we'll take 1 under, considering how poorly I played off the tee. Anyway, and that is Combe Point Championship. So there are 2 courses. I'll give the Donard one a play in a minute as well, and hopefully you enjoy. Give them both a go. Let me know how you score, and see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.